As we all know, education is the foundation upon which we build our future. It's not just an investment in development, growth, innovation, and prosperity. It's an investment in humanity itself. It unlocks all our development goals: gender equality, employment, better health, a higher quality of life. But we cannot achieve universal education for primary and secondary pupils, as we have promised by 2030, unless we include all the most vulnerable and most marginalized, and make it possible for them to complete pre-primary, primary, and secondary education, giving them a fair shot at realizing their full potential. And so we must urgently step up our investments, in particular in emergencies and protracted crises, and do much more to reach those left furthest behind. Now, despite our best efforts with the creation of Education Cannot Wait, that I'm privileged to chair, and despite some of the great progress we've made over the years, millions of children around the world are still being deprived of that basic opportunity to achieve an education because they're caught up in war, violence, conflict, or disaster. Sadly, the situation is getting worse, and it's getting worse very quickly. It is likely that the numbers of people uprooted by war, violence, conflict, and disaster will increase even further in the coming years. So we are, colleagues and friends, at a critical juncture. We are faced with an unprecedented global challenge, and we must rise to the occasion. It's our collective duty to step up and literally change the course of humanity by helping change the lives of every single child in every crisis. Education Cannot Wait, which is the UN Global Fund for Education in Emergencies and Protracted Crises, is an excellent mechanism through which public and private sector donors can channel their support for education of children in these catastrophic situations. Let's commit ourselves to a 20th century in which we ensure that we are the first generation of which every child, especially every crisis-affected child, is able to go to school, instead of developing some of the potential of some of the children in some of the countries of the world. We can instead, and must instead, develop all of the potential of all children everywhere.